So adding up ecology, feminism, ecumenism, sharing with other religions, making tools for Jewing available to people so that they can live like a Jew, act like a Jew ought to. These are the primary things that I'm concerned about. My feeling is that once a person makes a living contact with God, that this is going to grow, and we don't know yet what kind of halacha will be 100 years from now, because most of the time when we look at the basis for halacha that we have, it's located in technologies that we have passed years and years ago. You look at the 39 kinds of work that we aren't supposed to do on Shabbos, and it begins with sowing in a field and plowing and stuff like that, catching a deer, skinning it, writing 2 letters, and so on and so forth. When today there's so many other ways to do it. And when people ask me, what is it that is forbidden on Shabbos, I point out that the Torah uses the word melacha. Malach means a delegate, a shaliach. And I'm saying like this, if that stuff, you needed to have it done and you hire someone, and it would be something you hire someone to do, then I would say you mustn't do that on Shabbos, because they're interested in the product. But what happens if somebody, for instance, a whole week doesn't have time to do watercolors, and they don't want to hire someone to do it for them? They want to do it themselves, and that is their way of expressing value and so on and so forth. I can't fault them for doing this on Shabbos. We are so driven during the week that we don't have time to make music, for instance, to even listen to music. When people say you mustn't have a musical instrument on Shabbos, I point out Mizmor Shir Yom HaShabbos Ale Asor V'ale Navel Ale Higayon B'Chinor, all these instruments to be used in Mizmor Shir Yom HaShabbat. So they're going to say because of Churban Beis HaMikdash, we don't do music anymore. Well, I'd like to go and visit all those people's homes and see how much music they're listening to, And why not bring to the Rebbeinu Shalom, sometimes I feel the music that we have is so cheap, so hackneyed. I would like to see great composers come up with an Eladon that isn't going to be a hurdy-gurdy or yeshiva rock. So I'm saying that we need to lift. We need to lift the Shekhinah in some way. So that's my rap, And when people want to learn about davening, they have to learn it experientially, not just from the text of the Siddur, because the text of the Siddur, when you say it, you already have to switch in your mind what you really mean. So when I say Hamelech, do I mean an old guy sitting on a throne? I don't mean that. When I say Srafim, Ofanim, Chayot HaKodesh, so I translated that Ofanim are the planets turning. Chayot are the signs of the zodiac. And Seraphim are the galaxies. Now think for a moment about when you're saying, who's saying Kadosh, Kadosh, Kadosh? The galaxies are saying Kadosh. How long does it take them to say one Kadosh? A zillion years, Kadosh. So when you open your mind and you get to Adon Olam Asher Malach B'Terem Kol Yitzir Nivra, and you go to before the Big Bang, and Achrei Kichlot HaKol, you go after the last black hole, and Le'et Na'asa B'Cheftzo Kol Azay Melech Shemo Nikra is from the Big Bang to the black hole is God's present. You see what happens to the expansion of mind and heart when people get involved in that. So that's what I want to really pass on to people. I want to pass on to people to make brochas a lot. Forever you can make a brocha, even if the brocha isn't in the siddur, I want to make a brocha. Rebbeinu Shalom, I thank you so much that there are cameras that they can do that, and take thought and feelings and communicate that to people. So I want people to make a lot of brochas, and I want people to bench each other. So I want to give a brocha. Whoever's going to see this, you who are going to see it, may the Rebbeinu Shalom bless you in everything. May you achieve in this lifetime the whole fullness which is available to you. May the Rebbeinu Shalom guard you in every way. May you be healthy and strong and live long. And may you see Eretz Yisrael to be b'sholem and sholem in the whole world. And may everything that you do prosper. Amen. Okay.